Hey, good morning, everybody. First, I just want to say thank you to the school leadership and especially to Ms. Caraballo for inviting me to be here today. Not every school is doing this, so the fact that the town of York and this high school is putting this on, it means something, and it's greatly appreciated. And I especially thank you for inviting me to be here with you this morning. My name is Pat Mitchell. I'm an active duty Army officer currently serving the United States Army Reserve Officer Training Corps as a professor of military science at the University of New Hampshire and also the University of Southern Maine. My military service has taken me around the country, although I'm originally from Massachusetts. I'm very glad and fortunate to be currently serving so close to home. Today, I'd like to talk to you about why I chose to serve our country, the significance of this Veterans Day holiday, and also a little bit about public service. I was motivated towards military service while growing up and watching the September 11th attacks that eventually led to the global war on terrorism. While this conflict has thankfully ended, it's a harsh reality that today the world continues to pose threats to our collective peace, safety, and sovereignty. I made the decision to join the military when I was in high school as a junior, like many of you, in my hometown of Foxborough, Massachusetts. I remember I had a great high school guidance counselor, Jim O'Neill. He listened to my interests, and Mr. O'Neill saw some potential in me, encouraged me to pursue a career as a military officer. When you become a military officer, that means that you enter the military at a higher rank, you have a little bit more responsibility and some leadership roles, and you do that after you earn your college degree. Mr. O'Neill told me about the ROTC programs and also about our federal service academies, which exist for each branch of service: Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Space Force, and the Coast Guard. I applied to several of these ROTC programs and the service academies and was thankfully accepted at the United States Military Academy at West Point, where I earned a degree in economics, and commissioned as lieutenant in the Army, where I've served the last 10 years as a logistics officer. A recent assignment brought me to Somalia in East Africa, where I led a small team of senior logistics specialists. We were responsible for providing training to a Somali Army logistics platoon in skills like water purification, heavy vehicle operation, diesel maintenance, hazardous material storage, supply warehousing. And as part of this mission, I partnered with the senior Somali logistics officer that was on ground. And I later found out he actually grew up and graduated high school not far from here in Freeport. So it just goes to show you, no matter where you go in the world, you always might run into a Mainer, which is great to know. I also brought a few friends here with me that I'd like to introduce. Sergeant First Class Jordan Carlson. He's a military science instructor with me at the University of New Hampshire, and also active duty infantry non-commissioned officer. And then I'd also like to have the color guard come on up here and introduce themselves to you as well. So each of these four cadets are cadets at the University of New Hampshire, and not too long ago they were sitting in the same seats as you. So I just want to have them come up here and tell you just a little bit about themselves.
Thank you, sir. My name is Cadet Brendan Bonnell. I'm from Center Harbor, New Hampshire, so just south of here, or west. My major is political science, and my branch of choice will be military intelligence in the reserves.
I'm Cadet Alexander Marchant. My hometown is Stafford, Virginia. My major is Homeland Security, and I want to branch infantry active.
Hi, my name is Cadet Darian Gardner. I'm from Elk Ridge, Maryland. I'm studying linguistics and psychology, and I'm hoping to branch active military intelligence.
My name is Cadet Jackson Lockwood. I'm from Los Angeles, California. My major is Homeland Security, and hoping to go active military intelligence.
Thank you, guys. And if I could also ask any currently serving or veterans that are here with an attendance, if you're able to stand up or please raise your hand, and I'd like to recognize all of you. Thank you very much. Veterans Day is not just another holiday. It's a special day. We set aside to remember and honor those that have served our nation. It has its roots in Armistice Agreement that ended World War I, signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. But Veterans Day is more than just commemorating the past. It's about paying tribute to the millions of veterans who have served our country since then, often facing intense challenges and making incredible sacrifices. These veterans are our parents, grandparents, friends, neighbors, our teachers. They've defended our freedom, upheld democracy, and protected our way of life, no matter the cost. We just give them one more round of applause. So what is a veteran? A veteran is somebody who has honorably served our nation's military. We swear an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. And we all do so out of a belief of what this country stands for. Veterans are public servants. Public service is about selflessness, sacrifice, and making a difference in the lives of others. Public servants strive to create what this country has been working towards for more than 200 years, to be a more perfect union. Our experiment here in democracy only works when you give back more than you take. That's why I'd encourage each of you, as you're deciding what to do with your futures, choose a path of public service. Public service is by no means limited to the military alone. This could be a lifelong career as a healthcare worker, a first responder, a teacher, working governments, nonprofits. It could be something you do for a short time, enlist in the AmeriCorps, the Red Cross, the Peace Corps, or the military. Everyone is different, we're all different, so figure out what's right for you. No matter what, do something where you serve an idea greater than yourself, and you give back to society more than you take from it. Public service is a journey. It will offer you professional growth, fulfillment, a sense of purpose. It's a path where you have the opportunity to impact lives and foster positive change in your community. In closing, I'd like to leave you with this thought. Veterans Day is not just a day to look back and remember the past. It's a day to be inspired by the past and to look forward to the future. It's a day to honor those who have sacrificed for our freedoms, but also consider how you too can contribute to your community and the well-being of our nation. I challenge each and every one of you to reflect on the importance of Veterans Day and think about your own potential roles as future public servants. As you go forward, encourage you to be guided by the values of service, sacrifice, and selflessness. Find your passion and let it lead you towards a future where you too can leave a lasting legacy and inspiration. Thank you very much.
My name is Peyton Tabor. I'm in the United States Navy, and I have been in for 3.5 years.
My name is Morton Cherim. I served in the U.S. Navy from December 1953 until May 1958, then joined the Air Force in May of 1958 and retired in 1975.
My name is Jose Caravaggio, and my years of service are 20 years, and my rank is Sergeant First Class, Army.
My name is Alex Mello. Did the Marine Corps for 20 years.
My name is Wade Fox. I was in the United States Air Force and then into the National Guard. I served from 1970 through 1976.
My name is Nate Stone. I was in the Army from 2005 to 2018.
Serviceman to me is an opportunity to better myself and be a part of something that is much bigger than day-to-day life.
Service in this sense is basically putting yourself in a position where you are trying to meet the needs of the nation, particularly in the world of, shall we say, efforts that might require you to lose your life. It's a little bit more complicated. It's certainly a lot more intense, and it needs a lot more commitment than just doing your normal service, let's say, in your community. So service in the military is a little bit more high level than service in the community that most people deal with.
Service, to me, is about giving back to something bigger than yourself. And I think the essence of it is that we are all small pieces of something much larger than ourselves, whether it be our community, our town, our country, even the world. You know, you can all make an impact on something bigger.